So y'all know Unsung and Uncensored is my faves. And this past week, I'm a little late, but the Chingy episode came on and it was definitely a good episode. Now, I didn't know his backstory, like about his upbringing. I just remember when he came on the scene with Right There, and Right There hit hard. Like, you had to be there. Like, people just didn't want to let that song go. And back then, songs had a nice, reasonable run. Like, that song ran for quite a bit. And I remember Chingy did the remix with the Young Guns. It was a remix to their song, but he was still on it. And Chingy kind of seemed like he was going to make it far as a rapper back when he first came out. And he was doing pretty well all the way up until Sydney Starr came along. And he took that photo with her like at a concert. And because I'm assuming this girl was dying to be famous, which she still is to this current day, dying to be famous, and she gets on the radio and tells the story about how she's been seeing Chingy for a long time. And if you know anything about back in the day, they didn't play that genetically modified female stuff. Like if you was dating one of them or something like that, you definitely had to keep it under wraps to the point that literally nobody knew, not even your mom, like nobody knew. Okay. But when she came out with that information, they literally just took him off the scene almost instantly. And when he was talking about it, it was really sad because, you know, when all you're trying to do is take care of your family and you're trying to be kind to your fans and you're being kind to all people, because I'm sure he probably didn't even know that she was a genetically modified woman. He just took a picture with her. You know, you're trying to be, you know, show that you're down with the people and down with your fans. Turn around, take a quick picture, and then it ruins your life. Like, I don't think people really got to see that from his standpoint and how horrible that was to go through that, which, I mean, even if he was messing with her, who cares? Like, he wasn't the first and he wouldn't be the last. So it's just like they took it really, really far. And I don't know if they did that to kind of like make an example at that time, or I don't know what it was, but that was so horrible for him to have had that experience. And the fact that Sydney Starr recanted her story after she told it, you know, a couple of days later. And, you know, when the rumor goes out, the rumor goes double platinum. When the truth come out, the truth go wood. Don't nobody never hear the truth. And it's a shame that she had no remorse for throwing that man under the bus and making him, you know, mess up everything that he had built to take care of his family. She ruined his livelihood. He had to go do something else or find something else better to do. And, you know, what is the consequence for when people do stuff like that? You probably wonder, right? Because obviously it was nothing he could have done that would have made the situation better. But think about how her life went. Sydney Starr has been so pressed to be famous and to be out there. And we've seen her on reality shows here and there. But every time you see her, it's nothing good attached to her name, or you're seeing her getting beat up or tossed out like Jazzy Jeff. She gets the rough end of the stick everywhere she goes. Every show she's been on. And she's still not that superstar even all of these years later. So it was like you were so pressed to do something that you was willing to ruin somebody else's life, and you thought you was doing something where you was putting yourself on. But look at you. So when you do certain things, you may not think that it's all that bad, and you may think you're going to get away with it, or that person is not going to be able to get back at you, but you will look up and life will be getting back at you. But I liked the episode. I thought it was pretty good. Did y'all watch it? If y'all did, what did y'all think about it? Because for real, you really shouldn't seek revenge, because people be getting theirs. And it may not be when you want them to get it, but they definitely get it.